Now, this is just to enlighten you on how to get bonus 4 mark in any physics practical. On each practical, they are going to give you 2 bonus mark. That is if you understand it. They will ask you to state 2 precautions. Very simple, and most of you do cram precaution to the examination hall. It's not right. You may state it wrongly. What you just name when you get your exam hall. Most of the time, our question number 1 is on mechanism. Number 2 will be on light. Number 3 on electricity. So for the sake of this video, I will start from electricity, which is very easy, where you can easily get it. The first thing, when you are given apparatus, you must be able to identify each. If you see this one, this is a potentiometer. You have 2 terminals, 1, 2, with constant time wire and meter run on it. So they will ask you to take reading, and you are going to use jockey. When you see this one, you must have jockey that you use to touch the constant time wire. So which means if you are touching it, it must be touched slightly. So that's one of the precautions instead of cramming. So I ensure the jockey was used to touch the constant time wire slightly, not dragging, in order to avoid damaging of what? Cross-sectional area of constant time wire. So when you drag it on it, the cross-sectional area of the constant time wire will damage. Then another instrument is this. So this one is called meter bridge, because it has what? Bridge here. So you have to bridge it with something, either resistance box or resistor. So this one too. So it may be resistance box, it may be resistor, it may be any other thing, it may be constant time wire to bridge this one and this. Then it has terminals too. See, these are the terminals. That's why in electricity, the most common precaution is I ensure tight connection. You are the one did the experiment. They are not expecting you to state what? Precaution. It must be stated in past tense form. I ensured tight connection of the terminals. Then, see another one. Another one is this. We call it what? Resistance box. It has 2 terminals as well. This and this. You must ensure tight connection as well for this resistance box. So the same thing. This another one. Rheostat. Rheostat also has 2 terminals. One here, the other one here. Don't use this, and don't use this and this. You use this one, you use this one. So this one terminal, this second terminal. So wire will be where? The one here. Then the most important thing in electricity is what? Battery. You must use battery. That's source of what? Source of voltage. The moment you connect your battery wrongly, what will happen? You see the voltmeter or ammeter deflecting to the other side. Then how will you correct it? Well, you just need change the terminal. So under this one, you close the key only when circuit is used. When reading is taken, that's one of the precautions. I ensure that the circuit is open when reading was not taken. Then another one is this. We have voltmeter. This voltmeter alone has 3 precautions. One is that I ensure accurate reading from voltmeter. That's one. Another one is I corrected 0 error of the voltmeter before use. I corrected 0 error of voltmeter before use, because instead of this pointer to be pointing at 0 when you have not collected it, if it is pointing at value like 1 or 0.1 or 0.2, that is 0 error. You have to correct it before use, not during experiment. Then parallax error. Some students will state that precaution wrongly. Parallax error is always what? Avoid during the experiment. I avoided parallax error when taking reading from voltmeter. Then another one is ammeter. The same thing. It's what? Tight connection. Correct 0 error before use and avoid parallax error when taking reading. So that is that about electricity. So you don't need to cram any precaution for practical examination. So when you are given apparatus, there's no how you have got. No, they will not ask you more than 2. Now let's go to another experiment on the mechanism. It can come in different forms. Simple harmonic motion. The general one that we normally come across is this one. Simple harmonic motion. This one. Very simple. You will not state more than 2 precautions. One. This one, even when you are reading the procedure, they will ask you to display this one slightly. So it's a precaution. I ensure slight displacement. Then you'll be changing the length and measure and ensure accurate measurement of the length of the what? Thread. Then I ensure this one is what? Properly fixed. Then if it is this type, this is another one. So they will ask you to display this meter rule here. Sometimes you place a load on it. You place load on this meter rule, then you display it. This one, it must go display slightly, and you allow vertical oscillation. This one is horizontal oscillation. Then another one, this one I can state more than 3 precautions here. So the measurement given to you, you must ensure you place it exactly the position. It's a precaution. Then slight vertical displacement is a precaution. Then where this plate must what? Properly fixed. It's a precaution. And make sure you state them in past tense form. Then another one is this. This one too. This is another one. It can come in this form. That you are going to use para spring. So this one too. You display it vertically like this. So requires slight displacement. Vertical slight displacement. Then you count number of oscillation for all of them. So while cramming precaution when going to physics practical examination so I ensure accurate counting. So you are going to use stopwatch. So some students will say avoided parallax error when taking reading from stopwatch. It's wrong. It's not all stopwatch that has parallax. What of one with digital? So something is giving you 2.5. What kind of parallax error is there? No, I ensure accurate counting or when you are going to stop and start of the time. Once again, make sure your precaution is stated in past testing for this WAEC practical exam. Precaution comes after the experiment. Now, so you can see from here now, you can state more than 10 precautions. Now, this is another one under make this. So it can come like this, that they will ask you to balance this one. Then sometimes they will have one object here, then another one here. So they will ask you, they will tell you where you are going to place the masses. So if you place it wrongly, you are going to get wrong result. So in that case, that's one of your precautions. Then I ensure the meter rule was balanced horizontally before taking reading. It's a precaution. So you don't need to cram any precaution when you are going to examination or. Now let's go to the light. On that light, you are likely to come across something like this. They will give you either this rectangular prism or this type is a rectangular. They are what? Rectangular prisms. So it can be what? Triangular prism. It can be lens like this. So it can be what? Plain mirror like this. Can you see? But whatever be the case, what are the precautions? If you are using this one, you are going to use pin. For any of them, you are going to use pin. So one of the precautions is I avoided parallax error when viewing the pin. I ensure accurate trace. When you are asked to trace your prism, you see the diagram. They ask you to place the prism on paper, then you trace it. It must be traced accurately. That's the precaution. Then when you are erecting your pin, you make sure that your pin erects vertically upright. So when it's binding, it's wrong. So you don't need to clamp any practical precaution when you are going for exam. Like this one now. You have object distance, image distance. Then the screen on which the image will fall. You must make sure that the image sharp on the wall, on the screen before taking reading. You know that they will ask you to be adjusting either the lens or the what? The screen until sharp images what appear on the screen. So you now say, oh, I ensure the image what sharp on the screen before taking measurement. I ensure my lens properly fixed. Simple. So you don't need to cram any precaution for any practical. And then another one, that one is no more common. That is under heat. For the heat, you can see, you can come across something like this. You have calorimeter, then you have lag. This is calorimeter. You have to lag it. So to ensure that the heat is not what? Going outside. To avoid heat loss. You use what? Lag. You place your calorimeter inside. If you are transferring hot water from one point to another, you ensure a quick transferring of the water in order to avoid heat loss. Then you are going to use thermometer. So you are so accurate measurement, accurate reading from thermometer. I ensure accurate reading from thermometer. Simple. Then I ensure my calorimeter is well large to avoid heat loss to the environment. So those are the precautions that you don't need to stress yourself over it. Don't forget to chat me off for any problem you are having in physics, both practical and theory.